Welcome back to the Infinite Woman Universe show. I'm your host, Angela, and I am so excited to have you here today. Today, we are going to talk all about moving forward when things are hard. And actually, the last 24 hours of my life have actually inspired this. You'll probably hear my daughter in the background today. Normally she's with her dad, and so they've been hit with COVID over there, so she is over here. But that's okay. We move on and we do things, and she's going to be in the background, and that's what's going to happen. You guys already know how this works. So we're going to talk about moving forward, and because the last 24 hours have been very interesting, and I still don't feel like fully 100%, but I am here and I'm proud of myself for being here. I want you to know that, no matter where you're at, those things are going to happen, and it's completely okay that those things happen. I have not decided if we are going to do an activation towards the end or not. We're going to see how this kind of goes, but you'll know, I'll warn you, I'll let you know. We are going to do tips and then journal prompts, of course, so that you can really, really move forward, because no matter what, if you have fear or doubt or past stories that you're trying to heal, you still want to move forward. You don't want to continue to stay stagnant. You don't want to stay stuck where you're at. And you certainly don't want to focus on not being able to move forward, on being stuck, because then of course what happens, right? It just expands and it expands and expands. So no matter where you're at, this is all about moving forward. This is all about keep going, right? When life gets hard, when shit gets hard, when doubt has you stuck, when fear has you stuck, when your past stories have you stuck, this is what this is really all about. And I want to help you move forward in the best way possible. If you're here, I appreciate you so much. I'm so grateful for you and my ever expanding audience. It's so amazing to witness, and I'm excited for you to be here. And if you would like the Universe show to be on anything specifically, make sure that you drop it in the comments. And while you're commenting, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. We do all things to help you just kind of move forward and be able to live life and overcome doubt and fear and past stories, so that you can really live the life that you truly want. I reach all women, not just female entrepreneurs, not just professionals, just all women in general, because I feel like any woman can benefit from what we're talking about here, always, no matter what's going on. So I want to share that you've come to the right place if you're looking for a sisterhood and a community. And we're just here, and I'm excited to have you here, and we're going to get into the tips. So the first thing that you want to do is, when you're having a bad day, when you feel like you're stuck, when you feel like doubt and fear and self-sabotage and all of the things are just kicking your ass, I really want you to just allow yourself to feel that way. The reason why you want to allow yourself to feel that way is because if you try to pretend you're not feeling that way, it just explodes. And something worse will happen, right? I mean, you've experienced it, I'm sure, where you keep all your emotions stuffed down inside, and then all of a sudden something just triggers you, and then you're just like, and it just totally explodes out of nowhere. And it's not even really about what took place in that moment. It's about what happened like 3 or 4 days ago, right? So I want you to be aware of that. I want you to allow yourself to feel the way that you feel. There's nothing wrong with the way that you feel. You have every right to feel the way that you feel. And the more you allow yourself to feel this way, the more you're actually creating safety, and the easier it's going to be to let it go. Safety is a crucial part to healing, to letting go of past stories, to letting go of fear, to letting go of doubt. Safety is a huge piece, and it's one of my main components that I help my clients with when we work one-to-one. In any other program that I do, safety is huge for me, and it's huge for my clients. And it is part of the framework that I've developed to help you overcome doubt and fear and past stories. And if you feel like you are really doubting yourself and you're really stuck, make sure that you reach out to me. I am taking one-to-one clients, and I can serve you, and we can work with what it is that you need to do or need to accomplish. So just let me know. Anyway, you want to make sure that you're allowing yourself to feel. Allowing yourself to feel, again, allows you to create safety so that it's easier to let go, so that it's easier to move through, so it's easier to work through. Because if you ignore the way that you feel, again, it's just going to explode. It's just going to intensify. Just like anything else that you try to avoid or ignore, we think that it's so painful to deal with it. But when in actuality, if you ignore it or avoid it and then you go to deal with it head on, it's almost like reliving it. Whereas if you just kind of allow yourself to feel like crap in the moment, it completely goes away, like completely, eventually. I'm not saying right in that moment, but you will feel relief. You will feel relief the more and more you allow yourself to feel that way, okay? So the first thing is that you want to allow yourself to feel this way. The second thing that you want to do is you want to journal. Okay, we're going to go into journal prompts so that you can kind of like let it all go. But journaling is actually a huge release. This is how I release in the morning. I write about anything that happened in the previous day so that I can just release it all in the morning, just in case there's any stagnant energy. But this allows me to really, really let things go so that I can move on and move into better feeling thoughts and better feelings, right? So you want to make sure that you have a way to release it. I highly recommend journaling so that you can release it, right? So make sure that you're journaling. We're going to go into the journaling prompts here. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat myself, but I'm just here today. That's what's going on. The third thing that you want to do that will actually help you get unstuck immediately and really release and really let go of your emotions. Now, it may not happen instantly, but it is a stress reliever, and it is about turning whatever energy that you're feeling, whether it's anger, whether it's rage, sadness, jealousy, greed, whatever the case may be, you can actually channel those emotions into power, into something to help you release it so that you can easily let it go. And I highly recommend a physical activity like running, lifting weights. Some people do yoga and walking and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you actually feel a physical release at the end of it, like completely de-stress, almost like you've gone through a meditation, but it was through physical activity. And I actually did a series on this Turn Your Pain into Power, where I helped my audience turn their pain into power, all completely free. I think it was like a 9-week series or something. It was so good. I'm actually thinking of recreating that into a course and releasing it for a pretty decent price. But anyway, that's for a different day. So you want to make sure that you're actually doing something with these emotions, especially if you are still feeling it in your chest and in your body. You want to do a physical activity because it will help you release that energy. The fourth thing that you want to do when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling like doubt is taking over, is you want to take action. You want to be aware of the things that you can and cannot do and start executing. The only reason why we feel like we're stuck and can't move forward is because we are stuck in believing that we can't move forward. There's no way out. There's no way out. Or I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Well, then of course what happens? You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to get yourself out of this. Whereas if you can just figure out what it is that you can take action on and take action on that every single day, you will be out of being stuck. You will overcome that doubt. You will overcome that fear. You cannot you can heal yourself out of all of these things. However, they creep back up if you're not constantly taking action, if you're not constantly evolving, if you're not constantly growing. So the action is just as important as the energy and the mindset and the safety, right? Practice goes with all of this. Practice totally and completely goes with healing, right? And I talk about that in all of my other videos. I will actually link the Universe Show playlist up here so that you can get access to it, and then you can check out all those videos. But I do talk about how important healing and integration is, and it is because you can't overcome doubt and fear without dealing with your past and without dealing with your conditioning. However, you cannot fully overcome all of those things without the practice of doing so as well. So you really want to be aware of that. And all of these just kind of mesh together. They just kind of mesh together. The fifth thing that you want to do is you want to be aware of what it is that you're thinking. This is where your mindset comes to play. This is really huge. Your thoughts and your words absolutely matter. So you need to be aware of what it is that you're telling yourself that's creating this doubt or creating this fear or creating this stuckness. Now, you might have just have life hit you, and it's going to happen no matter how much you heal. Okay, I'm sorry, I know, but it's going to happen no matter how much you heal. So if you're still, I don't want to say that, if you're dealing with life and not just dealing with doubt and fear and maybe all of those things that come with it, you're dealing with life, I still want you to be aware of your thoughts and the things that you're telling yourself. When life happens to you, are you asking yourself, why is this happening? Or are you asking yourself, what is it that I need to learn from this? Everything really is working out for me in my favor or better. So what is the better situation in this? How can I afford this? How can I shift this? How can I make things better? Those are the things the thoughts that you want to actually move into so that you can move out of the place that you're currently in. It's going to be so, so, so powerful. And these are going to help you move forward. They're going to help you move forward, okay? They're huge, and they all work together, and they of course all work together with healing and integrating, which is a huge piece to all of this, right? And I will give these to you in chunk-sized bites because it's overwhelming, but I want you to know that all of this is possible for you and that you absolutely can move forward no matter what is going on in your life, no matter where you're at. If you can do these things and just keep taking one baby step every single day, your life will be drastically different in a year from now, in 3 months from now, in a month from now. Your life can be drastically different. And if you are really struggling with being stuck with anything, I can help you. Reach out to me. So if you've made it this far, I love you and appreciate you so much. Let me know that you've made it this far. You can say journaling, you can leave a comment. You can also like and subscribe if you're here, because I really hope that you're enjoying these videos if you have made it this far. I don't want to waste your time, and I certainly don't want to waste my time. So, so if you like it, make sure that you subscribe so that you can get notifications of when the videos drop. They drop every Monday. I try to do it at about 7:30 a.m. so that you have time to watch them and kind of get activated and all of those things. So, but we're going to go into the journal prompt. So make sure you have your pen, your tool pen, and your journal here, so that we can go through your journal prompts. Again, I'll leave them in the description so that you don't have to pause this video and go back to it. Make sure you caught every word and things like that. They'll be down there in the description. If you are interested in joining the newsletter that releases every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, there's a link down there for you to do that. Make sure you check it out. Make sure that you follow me on LinkedIn. I would love to connect with you there. The link is somewhere for that, so make sure you check me out there. I'd love to connect with you. Again, if you need one-to-one time, please reach out to me. I am available. Okay. So let's talk about your journal prompts for moving forward. The first one is let out all the emotions that you're feeling. We already talked about this and why you want to do this. You want to get brutally honest with yourself. You don't want to avoid anything. You want to just take this head on. And the more you can do this, the more powerful you feel, the more confident that you feel. And you no longer let your emotions control your life. Okay, you are in control. And who doesn't want that, right? Okay, number 2. What do you truly desire to happen for the next few days, weeks, months, etc.? What is it that you truly desire? You want to get clear on this because you want to make sure that you're actually doing and feeling things that are really about your desires and not the opposite, which is what you don't want, right? So you want to make sure that you are very clear on what it is that you want and start actually working towards it. If you are not clear on this, God does not know how to deliver. The universe does not know how to deliver to you. So the more clear you are, the clearer everything is that's being delivered to you. Number 3, write out a list of everything that you can do to help you reach your desires, okay, that are from above, okay? And then you're going to execute on those things daily. If it's about feeling fulfilled, if it's about feeling happy, then what can you do to make sure that you're feeling those things on a regular basis rather than like shit on a regular basis, right? I mean, I know that people get this confused, and I didn't understand this at the beginning either, but feeling joy and feeling happiness is actually a practice. And I had no idea. I think up until a few months ago. And I was like, holy cow, it's a practice like everything else that I teach. So I want you to be aware that just because you heal and you do this work, you're not going to magically wake up happy. Now, that doesn't mean that things aren't going to go right for you and you won't feel good and all of that. But what I am saying is that it is a practice to feel good every day. It is a practice to focus on gratitude and focus on solutions rather than the problem. Focus on positivity rather than negativity. It is a practice. And so you want to make sure that you're practicing this so that you can move forward. You also want to write a list of all the things you can't control and let them go. Because the reality is there are so many things that you cannot actually control, and you want to be aware of that so that you're not trying to control other people, because it really is a waste of time and energy. There's nothing you can do about the way people react. You can't really control the universe either. So, I want you to be aware of the things that you can and cannot control, and I want you to focus your energy on what it is that you desire and what it is that you can control, because that's really the only thing that matters. The more that you do this and the more you let go of control, actually the easier it gets. I know that as a former control freak, that seems really weird. It feels like it's easier to control people, and it's not. It's just, oh my God, it's just not. So be aware of that. So these are your journal prompts for today. Again, I'll leave them in the description. So I think that that's going to be it for today's video. I'm sure that you were expecting an activation / meditation, but I do not feel 100% enough to give you an activation and feel good about the activation that's being delivered to you. These things happen sometimes, but I have made a commitment to myself and to you to do a video every week, and so I want to make sure that these videos get up and serve you regardless of where I'm at and what I'm feeling. But I cannot go into an activation or a meditation and not feel 100% or not feel totally aligned with it, because that hurts you in the long run, and so I just can't do that. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here regardless of there being an activation at the end. And I just love and appreciate you so much with all your love and support. I would not be here without you, and I really, really appreciate it. If you're still here, make sure that you like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know that you're digging this, because this helps me create more. Again, if you are interested in seeing something specific here on the Universe Show, make sure that you leave a comment and check it out. I will see you next week. We'll see what we're gonna do. I don't know, but I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you all later.